What's up YouTube and welcome to my first attempt at a MODOK deck. The new season pass card heavily benefits discard decks and all kinds of discard archetypes. It does however require quite a bit of build around and synergies. One of the obvious very strong synergies is Morbius, who really benefits from your whole hand being discarded and can grow to huge values very easily. Swarm is another card that's guaranteed to get hit, and it really helps to have zero cost plays after you discard your hand on turn 5. And another card that's very synergistic here is America Chavez, always drawn on turn 6. That means you always have a great turn 6 play, ideally being able to pump her out for 9 power and then play 2 or more swarms for 3 power each across all 3 locations if needed. The other synergy that's very much benefiting from MODOK's effect is Dracula as well as Apocalypse. MODOK makes it much easier to clear out your hand so that on turn 6 the only card left in your hand will be Apocalypse, and Dracula will 100% hit it for immense power values. So these are the power plays and core cards in the deck, and the rest of the deck is kind of just there to get us there more consistently. Colleen Wink is a great alternative line of play to discard swarms early on. We play Lockjaw to fish for our Draculas, Morbiuses or discarders if needed. We often don't need to go for risky discards early on. We can kind of just play our Morbius or Colleen Wing on curve, then Lockjaw on 3, Dracula on 4, and even if we play MODOK on turn 5, we can still get great use of Lockjaw only on turn 6 with the 0 cost swarms that we discarded. So don't tunnel vision Lockjaw in this deck. He's really not that crucial, but helps a lot with consistency. Talking about consistency, of course, Chavez's effect also helps us a lot with drawing all of these cards more frequently in the early game. And another interaction that really helps with consistency is Lady Sif, always just targeting your highest cost card, which will ideally be Apocalypse. The rest of the deck is just discarders, and they're kind of flexible spots. I like to play Swordmaster just for the high power value. Gambit could also be Hellcow, could also be Moon Knight, whatever you feel like is more important. And Blade is also a very flexible card in this. It can be nice and make a lot of late game plays easier with a smooth mana curve, but it can also sometimes clog your Colleen Wing. So these 3 are definitely the most flexible slots if you want to change some cards, if you want to try something else. That's what I would look at. As for the overall power level of this deck, I honestly cannot tell yet how strong this is, because for some reason the first day of laddering today was almost exclusively bots. And against bots, this deck is really good because it often is behind at the start of turn 4, 5, and 6. That means your opponent will have priority, and bots more often than not will snap when they are ahead on turn 4, 5, and 6 when they have priority. So I actually climbed at a pretty insane pace with this deck, but keep in mind that once you start running into a lot of real human players, there is also a lot more interaction. So for example, people will Cosmo the Lockjaw lane way more often. They can arrow and kind of mess up your unit placement. They can Magneto your Dracula away, and so on and so on. But I can surely say the deck is definitely not bad. It is probably the strongest discard deck and the most consistent discard deck that I've played so far. And MODOK really helps there. But I cannot say yet whether or not this deck will be competitive. Ooh. We hit these always, all day, every day. Fuck. I think MODOK is a good card. It's more like the discard archetype is just not that strong. MODOK is fine as a card. MODOK's actually a pretty good card for discard. It's just that discard overall is not that strong. Ah, fuck it. Let's snap this. This is our location. That was horrible timing, though. Ah, no! The Gambit Magnet. Do I just skip this? I can't be right. But I kind of want a Spider-Man middle on turn 5. We hit these. We hit these always. Come on, cross snipe. You can do it. Long scope. Okay, at least he hit the right target. Oh no, not the absorbing man. They're doing us nasty. Okay, what does my opponent play here the last turn? Chavez. They have 22 on left and right. Don't we just beat that? We have... This goes to 8. I'm pretty sure we just beat this. Oh, you think you're smart, dear Zabu player. You think you're smart. Victory. That was so satisfying, oh my goodness. Even sniping out the Zabu. I won't sponsor a few Snaptree streamers. Well, then I can try. Ooh. Okay, this is gonna be location fiesta, but try. Gillette sponsors this channel. Maybe I should try. Maybe I should just apply to the good old Manscaped sponsorship. Okay, so this gets shuffled, but this could still be Mojo World. Because of Citadel. This is going to be very confusing location-wise. Okay. Our hand's really good. Basically only missing a Morbius. Lobster and Mogwai stream, I see no difference. We're one and the same now. Same kind of people. I have to play MODOK this turn. Unfortunately, no Morbius value. But it's fine. We'll have 4 swarms in hand, so 1, 2. Oh, Dracula doesn't solo this lane anymore. That's annoying. Let's do that instead. Then we go 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, so you're telling me you're trying to win middle and left? Then I just need to put enough power into both Mojo Worlds and I win. I can fill them both up. What you gonna do when they come for you? Swarm boys, what you gonna do? Nice try! If one would have been hit first, like they go up to 64, which is oddly close to actually contesting Mojo World, but like no chance if I can fill this up completely. What the hell? Thank you. It's like patch day and I'm the only player in Europe. That's not possible. It's global ladder even. Ooh, nice. Colleen Wing? Ah, I take that. Nah, we put swarms in there later on. What's your thoughts on 6 cost, 0 power that double your cube? Cool idea, but probably toxic. Shit, I wish I still had a Morbius in hand, but this is really good. There's a risk we discard Dracula accidentally, but if not, we will be popping off. Especially if we hit Swarm, we can just copy it for free. Goddamn Galactus players, man. What is wrong with these people? I don't have counterplay for this nonsense. That was wildly unexpected. Like buffed vision into danger room? That doesn't even make sense. Okay, this has to be a bot. There's no way this is not a bot. Like they could have just played vision anywhere else and move it into danger room. They're not even trying to win the game. Thanks for the cubes, I guess? Man, bots are not getting smarter over time, that's for sure. Okay, I take it. Tired after chest push day after work. I feel you, brother. Classic gym pain, but the good kind of pain. Haven't tried playing since this morning, was fine then. Yeah, this seems to just be a temporary issue. I don't quite get it, but that's fine. We want Dracula or Morbius for Monster Metropolis. Actually a good card. Oh, surprising. Armor. Daredevil, okay. Dracula, please. This person is really going all in on this one. That was the worst gambit of all time. Okay, that was just the randomly generated card. They might still have a 2-mana She-Hulk next turn then. I just lost my Shang-Chi. Okay. Oh my goodness, this is really weak. I kind of want to stay in this out of spite. I don't think I should. So this needs to... I don't have enough discards for this to grow really large. Nice. That was good. Nice. Super nice. Don't play Dr. Doom. Fuck. Oh wait, Morbius outgrows Dr. Doom, doesn't he? Oh, never mind then. For a second I thought we'd lose middle, but we got him. Well, considering for how poorly this game started out, winning 2 cubes feels like a massive W here. It's always scary. Juicy. Hand's not quite yet good enough though. Especially with our opponent starting off with Bath. MODOK's kind of sweet. It's a cool card for sure. I wouldn't say it's very strong, but it's cool. Or rather, like, MODOK is decent as a card, it's just that this card's not that strong. Do you rate the consistency of this deck, or is there not enough games with it yet? I mean, MODOK makes it more consistent. But like, in Marvel Snap, you don't really need consistent decks, you just need decks that win high cube counts when they're ahead. Like, when they actually win. Fast Brood? What, like negative Surfer? Am I not snapping this? Because I can empty my hand with MODOK next turn. Fuck, we give them Apocalypse. That was an unfortunate draw. So we discard 2. And we'll have Chavez for the left. That means we beat Apocalypse on the left side. No, we should still be good. But I don't think they can beat us left. If Apocalypse plus some top deck cards, so Apocalypse will be 10 here. We grow up to 12. GG's! Okay, honestly though, after a rough start, we're climbing very consistently now. We've also been playing against quite a few bots and quite a few, let's say, not so smart players. How about Wolverine? Maybe. The thing is, it's always going to be a 2-4, like we can't destroy it further outside of locations. And it might clog up 1 Lockjaw spot. Also not the best pull from Lockjaw. Something like Blades is a much better pull. Yeah, I think Blade is better than Wolverine in this. Although it's close. Ooh. Wait, bot alert, bot alert, bot alert. Golden background and no glimmer. So they did get an early Mr. Negative, but it was a pretty weak one. I mean, discarding now doesn't really make sense. Kinda just have to pass and draw. What's left in decks? 4 Morbius. Something. I think this is just MODOK and Chavez. And whatever. That's a pretty cool Iron Man. So my opponent has 2 more inverted cards in hand, which is actually scary. Okay, so left is 1. I'm not sure if we're winning this. Of course you're gonna snap, you're a bot. 2 more inverted cards in hand. I think we see this out, but we don't snap back. So my opponent just needs to put some power here and more than 9 middle. It's not that hard for them. They could also play something like Ironheart, or they could float Sunspot mana. How do you spot the bots? In this case, humans cannot have these art variants. Oh, wait. Depending on how much mana they float, they can still win this. Outplay the bot! Let's go! Okay, so... you can look up articles and so on what the order of splits is. The first infinity split is always a background that is prismatic or something like that. And the second split is always a surrounding effect. Second and third even, I think. And from the 4th split onwards, you can get Inkifies, and from the 5th onwards, you can get golden backgrounds. But that means you cannot ever have Inkify or golden background without any particles floating around. And you can't turn it off. So this is like a guaranteed sign that you're playing against a bot. The other thing is a bit of fields. Like, they usually have very common names. Victor, Anna, whatever, like generic names, and some simple icons, often beginner icons. And the third thing is their playstyle is often atrocious. Like, they completely disregard locations, do the most random shit ever, and they very often snap on turn 5 or 6 when they're ahead. The only answer that can be close to objectively correct is just by Galactus and Thanos. Yeah, and whatever cards you like or you think are going to be very good and competitive. But yeah, I just bought Galactus like today with the tokens from the bundle, and the next card I'm saving up for is probably going to be Thanos. And once I have those out of the way, I go for preference cards. And they got the Elusive Lobster stream. Yeah, I haven't been too active with streaming recently. Coaching has been popping off really hard. And I was very active there, but not as much on Twitch and YouTube. This is really good for us. Sneaky Gambit. It's a bot again. God damn it. I mean, I guess that's a good thing. But in that case, I should probably just go for power values. Do I have Shuri? No. My collection level 4000. Played any lore recently? No. I love lore. Like, I still love the game, but I'm already saturated on, like, with gaming by just working on Snap. So we can't play MODOK on turn 6, but that's fine. This is also fine. This is just a win, isn't it? We do this, then we play MODOK right side. Or Dracula is going to be enormous. The only thing that can go wrong is our opponent playing Arrow left on the final turn. But I mean, it's a bot. Okay, that makes it a lot easier. The MODOK reveals first, only Apocalypse left. Apocalypse gets discarded thrice. Once by MODOK as well and once by Dracula, so 5 times overall. Should be a 28 power Dracula on the left side. Yeah, Shuri is a very, very good investment indeed. I don't have that many Series 4 cards left. I think I just hope I unlock her naturally. Current ladder rank? I mean like 74, 5? I think it's rather because I'm on the US East server and a lot of people are not awake yet. So decent starting hand. Dracula and Throne Room is kind of OP. I think we just start discarding here. Can wait a second. Another bot you say, Rin? Maybe. That looks very bottish indeed. Any early thoughts on MODOK? It does make this card better, but this card is not that great overall still. It's a cool card though. It's kind of what this card needed, I think. Thanks for the 8 cubes. There's actually a tiny chance I lose this. Okay, we're chilling. Wait, are we chilling? Doesn't Venom go to like 42 here? Holy fuck. What in the actual cinema? What? Okay, these bots are on steroids. That was actual next level plays. I am bamboozled. Again, this looks like a bot. I don't know. This is also almost impossible for someone that high rank to have, like, never having split Bucky Barnes. Technically possible, but very unlikely. Oh, I want my opponent to have a lead. I can snap back at him. I don't want to play too poorly though. Like, we still need to win. Now can you please win one of these two? I'm intentionally just clicking enter in here because I'm expecting this to be a bot. My brother in Christ, what are you... What is this, Scarlet? Can you snap on me, please? Come on, you're so far ahead. What could possibly go wrong? Thank you. 20. I have 17. 11. Oh shit, it's actually 50-50 against the Destroyer. Right, this would be 20 minus 3, so Dracula would be 17 minus 6 from the Goblin, but Destroyer would be a 12. I do think I should snap back, because against Destroyer it's still 50-50. Or like bot might even be dumb enough to play it here. And I beat everything else, right? So I think snap back is actually good. Dracula will become 20, but negative zone still applies afterwards. See? Yeah, against bots you should always give them like a margin of doing silly things. Like even if you know they have a card in hand, or even if you're sure they play it in their deck, they might have not drawn it, they might play it in a dumb location, they might go for other plays.